3.0 at 9:35 on Pearl.
Welcome back. If you've been relying on thermal underwear to keep warm these days, take note. The Consumer Council has found that expensive garments do not always provide better results. 20 different models of thermal underwear of synthetic fibers were put to the test. They included 15 for daily wear and 5 for sports or outdoor activities. All sportswear models scored 4 points or above, out of a top mark of 5 for performance. For daily wear samples, the top performer's thermal retention value is almost double that of the worst on the list. Even at $559 apiece, this garment received the lowest score in thermal retention value. In case you're thinking of ditching old thermal wear, hold that thought. 15 samples actually generated better results after repeated washings. One sample's thermal retention even increased 1.8 times after 30 washes.
It is believed that the washing had loosened up the fabric tissues, thus trapping in more air and warmth to avoid the loss of heat.
Once again, the consumer watchdog proved inexpensive products can also be of good quality. Together with the Electrical and Mechanical Services Department, it also tested 16 USB chargers and rated them for their safety, energy efficiency, compatibility and convenience of use. At $49 apiece, the cheapest chargers scored equally high marks as another model almost 7 times more expensive. 2 chargers were found to be unsatisfactory in heat and flame resistance. Suppliers have stopped selling both models.
The University of Science and Technology may announce a new president as soon as this Thursday. The search committee has recommended aerospace scientist Professor Wei Shi to lead HKUST. He graduated from Tsinghua University in Taiwan before furthering his studies in America. He taught at the University of Michigan before joining HKUST in 2010. She is currently the university's executive vice president and provost. And the University Council gives the green light to his appointment this Thursday. He'll meet the media that same day.
A powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake rocked the coast of southern Peru, killing at least 1 person and leaving scores more injured. Serena Diaram reports.
The U.S. Geological Survey said the epicenter was in the Pacific Ocean, but strong tremors managed to demolish some 170 homes and leave at least 65 people injured. Local resident Johanna Amelia managed to escape with her life. I could not do anything. I was not able to open the door. It was closed. I could not open it. I was trapped inside. I went under the table, and that's what saved me. But others could not be saved. A local governor took to Twitter to announce the death of a 55-year-old man who was crushed by falling rocks. Authorities walked back on statements that a second person had died. President Pedro Pablo Kuczynski visited the 2 towns most impacted by the earthquake to assess the situation. We are going to send everything that is needed, such as tents for people whose homes were destroyed, he said. Officials said many municipalities lost electricity and a number of roads had collapsed. Meanwhile, Peru's prime minister said the government intends to declare a state of emergency in affected areas to allow for faster reconstruction. Sunday's quake, which struck around 4 in the morning, jolted residents awake as far as Peru's capital, Lima, along with northern Chile. Earthquakes are common in Peru, but still many homes are constructed with precarious materials that cannot withstand the tremors. In 2007, an earthquake killed hundreds in the Ica region. Serena Diaram, TVB News.
Pope Francis starts a trip to Chile and Peru later tonight with the goal of repairing the church's credibility after being damaged by sexual abuse scandals. The pontiff will face a tough crowd in Chile, where Catholics have planned daily protests against his local appointment of Bishop Juan Barros. Barros has been accused of protecting a priest found guilty of abusing teenage boys over many years. The Pope will also face questions during the second leg of his trip to Peru. There, an elite Catholic society's founder is accused of sexually abusing children.
So what do we have in the sports tonight, James?
We've got a close call to tell you about for a sailor from Hong Kong, but we'll begin in tennis. First of all, an American Venus Williams was among the upset victims on day one of the Australian Open. Last year's finalist Down Under fell to Belinda Bencic of Switzerland in straight sets. Coco Vandeweghe of the U.S. also lost to Hungarian Timea Babos. Meanwhile, China's